What up, YouTube? It's your boy D Lamonte. Gang, gang, fly, Eagles fly. Super Bowl champs 2018. But anyway, today in Gothitz kitchen, we about to make him hit. Gothitz, get it? Yeah. Alright, so today we're gonna make my mom's recipe. It's pretty simple. You know, I've been eating this since I was a kid. My mom, you know, watching her make it in the kitchen growing up. Just basically a lasagna, a real good lasagna. People actually pay my mom to make this lasagna, so I'll give a family tip in here. I ain't gonna show y'all everything, but I'll show y'all some. So today what we're gonna use, your regular lasagna noodles, great value lasagna noodles, don't have to be too expensive. Cottage cheese, we got some cottage cheese, small curd. We got 3 pounds of ground beef, 2 pounds of Italian sausage and garlic prego. We got let's see here, 2 pounds and 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. You can never have enough cheese, always. And our seasonings here, we got Lawry's seasoning salt we're gonna put on there. We got some garlic salt, black pepper salt, iron powder. Remember that I told you I can't tell y'all everything. We got some of that. I can't tell y'all, but we about to get cooking, so y'all hold on for a second. Let's get it. Let's go. Make it hit. Alright, what up, YouTube? Alright, see, we come back and I got my I just opened up the hamburger meat. I put it in a pan. You know, nice skillet for 3 pounds. I chopped it up real fine, and I got it on about about 7 of it. You know, these electric stoves, you know how they go. But yeah, and I'm gonna season that. I already started my noodles before the video. I already have my noodles, you know, prepped and everything. So if you look over here, those are already done. So what we're gonna do here now is add our little seasonings to the meat. Alright, y'all. Yeah, I mixed the meat in now. We got that all mixed up. And then we're gonna let that simmer and let it cook, let it brown. And then like that. Voila. Alright, YouTube. Alright, now what we're gonna do is go ahead and add the prego to the whole situation. So what we got is this Italian sausage garlic to the 3 pounds of ground beef. It's already seasoned. You can taste it. If you don't like it, your seasoning, you know what I mean? Whatever. Seasoning more. You see, over season it, you screwed. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this prego to it, to the whole thing. Stir that in a little bit. All that good is pan turning. Back in the day, when we had too much meat, not enough sauce, we'd add water to that right there. Call it hood stretching. Call that hood stretching. You stretch the sauce out when you ain't got enough. You add a little water there, shake it up. Hold that on and now. Hood stretching. That's what we call that. Alright, so yeah, basically you go ahead and stir that all in, get it all even. Yeah, see that? Little garlic cloves in there. Now I usually don't get the garlic. I usually use the mushroom. But Mallory wanted to try something different, so I'm kind of cooking this for her and a little baby corn. So, alright, so y'all see this here, this little contagion I got here cooking up. Right, so once you stir it all in, you get all the seasoning, you know, you get the prego, you know, spread around even amount. I start it back up. I put it back on 3. I put it up to 4. Just let it bubble, let it simmer a little bit. Just watch it. You don't want to cook too much, so you just look over it until it starts simmering, and then you can take it off the heat, and then from there we'll start the lasagna. So we're gonna let that simmer for a little bit, and then we're gonna start putting this thing together. All right, so y'all, let's start building this baby here. Now, I know a lot of y'all saw this on the stove, still in the water. I kept the noodles. I drained the water that it was cooked in, because you add a little oil to the water. You put the noodles. You get some like lukewarm water. Pour a little oil in there, vegetable oil. I used olive oil. And you can just cook the noodles in that, just so they don't stick or stick to the bottom of the pan or stick together. And I kept them in the water. I drained them and put a little more lukewarm water on them so the noodles don't dry out. They do dry out and they get all nasty looking. Alright, so I got my first layer of noodles down. So now I just add the meat on top. Get a bigger spoon for this because you know you're gonna need a lot of meat in there. So you just add your meat, and as you go, spread it around in there. A little messy, but it's lasagna. It's gonna be good. You know, see it. Get you a nice little, it don't have to be a thick layer. Just get it spread around even. Because remember, you're going all the way to the top of this pan with this, so it don't have to be too thick. Just spread it around. And now you got your first layer. I usually add my cheese next. Oh, actually I don't add my cheese next. My cottage cheese is what I add next. Throw you a couple chunks there, here. Cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. I eat this stuff right out the bottle, right out the little tub here. Put you some mandarin, some fruit, and some cottage cheese, baby, and go to town. Yeah, put that in there real good. Get some of that out of the corner. Push it in. And now you add the mozzarella. Once you add the mozzarella, it's a nice little thin layer. If you like it cheesy, you can always buy more cheese. I know people who love the cheese, and I know people who hate the cheese. So my mom loved the cheese. My dad hate too much cheese. So. And then that's the first layer, and then you start all over again. You start off with the noodles again. Simple as that. Easy peasy. Lay another layer down. Alright, as we end the layering, the last layer of mozzarella on there. Make this last layer a little cheesy, because I love it cheesy. It's the best part to me. So then, I set my stove already to 415. I put it on 415 already, preheated. You cover this up, we get some foil, cover this up, and then you put it in the oven on 415 for about 45 minutes. You can continue to check on it about 45 minutes to an hour. I usually just go off when the cheese is melted to my liking. I like, you know, you can keep it in there longer if you like melted cheese, or however you like it, you know what I mean? So you just got to keep checking on it, take the lid, aluminum foil off, and eventually in the end, you'll take the aluminum foil completely off and let it cook in there, you know, for a little bit longer. So y'all see the outcome in a minute when we getting it in it. That's the hit right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take the plastic off. As you can see, majority of the cheese have melted. And if it gets stuck, I just wipe it down. Just put it down. So you can go and take the plastic off. It's looking delicioso. And then you can go ahead, if you want it a little, you know, more cheese melted on the top, you know, whatever. You can stick it back in, which is what I'm gonna do. So we'll see y'all again in this. All right. So I'll let mine go back in there for about another 15 minutes. I think it's about time to come out. So as we took the foil off earlier, as I showed you, so looks about ready to me. So we're gonna be careful with that. It's kind of heavy. So we're gonna let that sit and cool off for about 20 to 30 minutes. Well, if you like it hot, go ahead, bite in, but I don't want to burn my mouth, so I'm gonna let it sit for about 15-20 minutes. We'll say give it about 15-20 minutes. I'm actually going, while we do that, I actually we got some garlic bread to go with it. I usually make a salad too, but we ain't gonna go all of that, so we're gonna get the ciabatta rolls cracking real quick while we let that cool down. So we'll be back in a minute, P. Alright, so now we're done with the bread. We let it cool down for about 20 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and cut into this bad boy and get it going, because I can't wait no more. I can't wait no more. Let's get it. Oh, look at that. Nice and cheesy. Give me a nice little hearty pea. See what this thing look like on the inside. And boom. Give me all mine. I need all that. I'm slinging stuff everywhere. Look at the cheese. Woo! Alright. So before I tear into this, y'all already know God first in all things we do. So I'm gonna say my prayers real quick. Amen. Get into this real quick. Very cheesy. Just like how Mama used to make it. Gotta hit. Gotta hit. Alright, that's how you make a simple lasagna right there for all the fellas that want to impress a lady and make it look like you can cook a little bit, throw a little Italian, telling y'all how to Italian out. Just go ahead and get that. I'm going to put the ingredients and all the stuff I use down below, all the seasonings, and where you can go get it from. If you need that, just comment, we'll comment back. But yeah, go ahead and check out that. D. Lamonte, it's a hit, got hits. A-okay.